Now this is, as you can see, rather lovely. I don't know if you can see that, yes you can. And it's called the Gridlock. And it's rather swooshy and rather nice. I always think Clooney could perhaps wear this, you know, with a suit. Do you not think? Do you not think it's knitted in R&B DK, Ruth and Belinda's double knitting. And what the content of this delicious yarn is, very, very soft and very shiny. And the reason is because it's 50% silk, 50% merino. And as you can see, so this is the most delicious wool, but not scratchy at all in any way. Beautiful, almost like it feels like cotton, but obviously with a slightly better quality because of all the delicious silk that's in it. So if you can see, very, very simple pattern. If you can knit, and if you can purl, and if you can follow a very, very simple pattern card, Bob's your uncle. There you go. You can see the most gorgeous design. It pulls in and pulls out. Ruth gave me a wonderful book by, she's almost like, it's a seminal work, can I say that, of somebody called Mary Thomas, who's probably like Elizabeth Zimmerman. I'm going to get that wrong because I don't know my kind of history of knitting as well as I should do. But she is kind of a great-grandmother of knitting structure and how the knitted stitch is formed. And just find it just so interesting. No pictures, lots of text, anecdotes, stories. Get it, it's called... I'll find it for you and tell you. Anyway, it's Mary Thomas. And she was just explaining welts and how the knitted fabric pulls in when you do rib and pulls out when you do garter stitch or stocking stitch. And so very, very simply, I made up this design. And as you can see, it's a 36 pattern repeat. And I can't actually tell you what that is, but I think this is 10. It's about here. That's the pattern repeat. And you just keep doing it again and again and again. I think you do it 3 times or 4 times until you run out of yarn. But it's great for a man, or a woman, or a girl, or a boy. And it's rather fun, and it's lovely to wear. Cast off loosely, that's another thing I would say. If you cast off tightly, I think it just looks a little bit kind of pulled in. You need to kind of have a kind of softness to this fabric. If you do find that you're casting off tightly, please go up a needle size, which is a great kind of trick, not really very complex, but it just is a very, very good way of doing it. So you've got here this rather nice border that just finishes it off, keeps it tidy. There you go. And that's the Gridlock, which is all down to the very brilliant Mary Thomas, who kind of guided me through how knitted fabric works and pulls in and pulls out. Very, very easy to knit, and good fun. Good fun. It kind of, it's not so easy that you kind of feel, oh gosh, it's not, you know, don't have to use any grey cells. You'll have to use a few grey cells to make this, but have some fun. So that's the Gridlock. Super. Merino and silk. This is called R&B DK. Okay, it takes 2 to knit this. Super.